A teacher. I hope all of his family dies. Educator under fire after inappropriate comments on Charlie Kirk.
Mariposa County High School staff member is under investigation, while a part-time faculty member at College of Sequoias is on administrative leave. Parents and students up and down the valley are blasting comments that seem to celebrate the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. They say they're inappropriate, no matter what your political beliefs are.
I don't know if the teacher should be fired, but I want us all to agree that no authority figure should be condoning political violence.
Multiple Mariposa County parents angrily addressed the school board during its monthly meeting Thursday.
A teacher who allegedly stated they were glad Charlie Kirk is dead and told MAGA kids to go home and cry.
Parents say there's no room for these comments.
So the teachers, the ones that are teaching y'all's kids, said to the kids, go home and cry. Wow, how come nobody's out there talking about you should have empathy and you should have sympathy to those people? Oh, well, they're getting fired, I guess so.
It's in the classroom.
These comments send a harmful message that individuals who share Charlie Kirk's opinions or beliefs are somehow deserving of violence or death.
The Mariposa County Unified School District sent parents a statement this week and reads in part, we are currently investigating a complaint involving alleged comments made by a Mariposa County high school staff member. Over in Tulare County, a College of Sequoias student took this video.
Yeah, I hope everyone in this family dies, and their children, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren to eternity.
The student who wants to remain in
Let's play that again.
Tulare County, a College of Sequoias student took this video.
Yeah, I hope everyone in this family dies, and their children, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren to eternity.
The student who
Let's play that again. These are the people teaching y'all's kids, okay?
Over in Tulare County, a College of Sequoias student took this video.
Yeah, I hope everyone in this family dies, and their children, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren, and their grandchildren to eternity.
The student who wants to remain in
See, people just think that people care about their opinions about everything, and they just feel like they need to tell the whole world everything that comes to their fucking brain with no thought whatsoever, no thinking whatsoever. I'm telling you, brains might as well be taken because, child, nobody is using them. I'm telling you, nobody is using their brain. And these are teachers. These are the smart people, allegedly.
Anonymous says prior to pulling out her phone, the teacher told the biology class that he watched the assassination of Kirk on loop for an hour.
I just was very disgusted. I couldn't even stay in the class. I walked out and I was just brought to tears because as someone that watched the video and saw how terrible it was, it just made me so uncomfortable to see that someone could say something like that.
She says this isn't the first.
That teacher watched the assassination on a loop for an hour. Imagine these people be amongst us, yeah. These people be amongst us. You watch that. I seen it once and I'm like, oh, Lord, help your people. That's enough for me. And saw it by mistake because I really didn't want to see it, but it came up on Twitter and I didn't know where to stop it. But he sat there and watched that on a loop. I saw that video with the girl in North Carolina once and that was too much. I don't want to see that again. And you watching this shit on a loop? And you know, we don't think there's a problem around here. Child.
First time he shared his political view in class. The College of Sequoia sent us a statement saying the part-time faculty member was placed on administrative leave and a full-time employee has taken over the course.
The school districts are going to have to take a look at the contract and see if the contract was violated in some way.
Fresno-based legal analyst David Mugridge says whether these educators can be fired depends on multiple factors. If their contracts don't outline what they can or can't say in an educational setting, he says the school could relieve a teacher for disrupting the classroom. But he says there's little defense.
Your political views shouldn't be in the classroom, or your actual preferences shouldn't be in the classroom. Just teach the fucking course and shut the fuck up. But that's just me. College, high school, elementary, whatever it is.
For encouraging violence.
For me as a teacher to go into a classroom and suggest that somebody deserved to die and his family should likewise die all the way down to his dogs in his 10th generation, that's inciting violence. And I don't think any contract would protect somebody from saying that.
And of course, we'll follow the situation and see if those lead to any terminations. Reporting live in studio, I'm Hannah Gonzalez, CBS 47.
Child, Hannah looking cute there. Nice outfit, girl. Yeah. These are y'all's teachers, but they also doing it over here at the drugstore, the printing shop. Woman fired after refusing to print a Charlie Kirk vigil poster because basically you're not doing your job. I pay you to do this. And I would be losing out on business because you don't want to do it because of your personal feelings. When I'm paying you and you're on the clock, you do what I tell you to do.
So we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yes.
For somebody that passed. It's not.
It's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't put that here.
All right. So, what's your name?
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So,
All
unfortunately.
right. So if they say they don't print.
Why do most of these people all look similar, allegedly? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people seemingly looking familiar. I'm just saying. Let me thank God of the Seas for the Cash App. I appreciate you, boo. He said, hey, Michon, you going to open the chat? Oh, yeah. Thank you, boo. My apologies. I was off. I was on a rant. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. Oh, my God. From what we've seen, they typically look similar. I'm just saying, child. Always got something to say.
Political propaganda. So this is somebody that passed away a couple years ago.
That's political propaganda, unfortunately.
So this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil?
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
What makes it propaganda?
Because it's a political figure and I don't have to.
Our general manager is going to be on Monday. If you
No,
want
it's
to speak
totally
further on the subject,
If you would like to.
you're welcome to return.
We are deeply concerned by the incident that occurred at Store 3382 in Portage, Michigan. The behavior displayed by our associate is completely unacceptable and insensitive, violates our company policies, and does not reflect the values we uphold at Office Depot. We sincerely apologize to the customer affected and to our community for this regrettable situation. Upon learning of the incident, we immediately reached out to the customer to address their concerns and seek to fulfill their order to their satisfaction. We also launched an immediate internal review and, as a result, the associate involved is no longer with the organisation. We are committed to reinforcing training with all team members to ensure our standards of respect, integrity, and customer service are upheld at every location. Our customers and communities deserve nothing less.
Donna Brown just said a second ago, these people are just making it easier to trim the fat, which we already know if y'all are watching Child Orlando Minor, because I swear every day he's talking about who's laying off, and who's laying off. Just making it easier now. They can trim the fat without even having to go behind closed doors, child. Oh, this one did that, get rid of them. Oh, this one said that, get rid of them. Just make it easier. Just make it easier. This is just as crazy as the people that want to stop like robberies when you know you're not supposed to. They always are like, just take them or let them take whatever, stay out of it, because we don't want anything to happen to the employees, because as soon as something happens to you, then we're going to be liable for it, even though we're telling you not to do it. Then they do it anyway. Then they get fired and people are like, oh my God. No, I promise you I'm not doing that. I promise you. I ain't doing that. Take that shit, child. Leave me out of it. Ain't my business. That ain't my business.
Florida education leaders are putting school districts on notice, warning that educators who make inappropriate comments online can face disciplinary action. This comes after the Florida Education Commissioner called out vile social media posts, in his words, in response to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Our Christina Burgess joins us now. Christina, a city-appointed official is out of a job for comments that he made online.
Heather, Leofric Thomas Jr. served on the Public Service Grand Council.
She got some hips. You go, girl.
And worked for the Jacksonville Public Education Fund. The organization confirmed that Thomas is no longer with the organization. He sent me a statement today saying that his post was taken out of context, and he apologizes to anyone he hurt. The Florida Commissioner of Education sent this letter to superintendents statewide, calling attention to what he described as despicable comments and vile behavior from educators making social media posts regarding the assassination of Charlie Kirk. He also says Florida law allows the state to revoke or discipline educators for their conduct. Andrew Spar, president of the Florida Education Association, says while educators must uphold professionalism, the commissioner's letter was, quote, accusatory.
It was very threatening. It was very demeaning. What we need to do is have cooler heads prevail. We have teachers who are being doxxed on social media, who are being threatened as well, both physically and emotionally.
Leofric Thomas Jr., a city appointee, and then now
Leoford, Lord.
Both physically and emotionally.
Leofric Thomas Jr., a city appointee, and then now former data and policy manager at the Jacksonville Public Education Fund, is receiving backlash for comments he made online about Kirk spewing hate. Thomas sent First Coast.
I tell you, inserting yourself into something that ain't none of your damn business. When you spew hate, it's what you get back. Charlie spewed nothing but hate. So what he got back was, yeah. Was it worth it, Leo Frick? Because the other thing that these people don't think about is, so you think that somebody else is about to take your ass on like that? You think somebody else is about to take your ass on when you clearly lack no self-fucking control. Now listen, you can do whatever you want. You can say what you want. You have the freedom to speak what you want. You get the freedom of the consequences of those things. So if your livelihood ain't important to you, because I'm thinking, all the complaints about the eggs is high, the milk is high, nobody can find a job, the wages ain't waging, I can't find a place to live, everything is too expensive, that people might want to calm down, have that conversation behind closed doors, have that conversation appropriately on a podcast or something, but, do it. Do it. But then we'll turn around. I promise you this is what they're going to say. But Charlie did it. Well, according to y'all, this was the result. So what are y'all waiting for that for y'all? Allegedly. Because I've seen those comments already. Well, that's what Charlie did. Well, then by your own acknowledgement right there, is that what you want? So why do you want to do what Charlie did if you don't even like Charlie and what he did? I'm sorry, what he was doing. Make it make sense. This is not being used, I'm telling you. So you want to condemn him for what he did, then you want to do the same thing, knowing that what he did, based off of what y'all are saying, got him in the situation that he is in now. I'm trying to be even killed here. But now you getting fired. Was it worth it? Now, I don't believe in the doxing and the threatening people either. Like stop this. If he's fired, that's it. Let that be. People take shit too far. We already know that, or else we wouldn't be having these conversations now about this, right? But I'm thinking for all the Black people, you got to be down. You got to be down. Let everybody know that you down. All right, y'all. See where that gets you, and see which Black people and organizations will be hiring you and getting you a job, since you was doing it for the culture, allegedly. Let's see how they help you out now at this point. No thinking ahead, no thinking about the future. Never, ever, no way. It's I feel how I feel. I should be able to say what I want. I do what I want. Cool. Charlie Kirk had I think somebody said $200 million company that he owned. Is a difference than you working for someone else. DC Comics, whatever place these teachers are working and all that type stuff. People that are already got issues won't understand it. Won't understand what I'm saying.
Receiving backlash for comments he made online about Kirk spewing hate. Thomas sent First Coast News this statement saying, quote, "My original post was not meant to imply that Mr. Kirk deserved what happened to him. I do not condone or endorse any form of violence. To anyone who was hurt, confused, or disappointed by my words, I sincerely apologize." The Jacksonville Public.
How many apologies do y'all think we're gonna see, Bueller? How many apologies do y'all think that we're about to see, child? Pooh Man 57. It's going up and down because people don't like me covering this Charlie Kirk stuff, and I could care less. So 57, y'all. It was under 50 yesterday, but now it's 57 because I know people in their feelings, but that's okay. Thank you for looking out. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new.
Public Education Fund also sent First Coast News a statement calling Thomas's post inconsistent with our values and say he's no longer with the organization. And City Council President Kevin Carrico is calling on Thomas to be removed from his city-appointed position. Councilmember Rory Diamond agrees.
Wow, and you got a city position?
Woo! Look, I think the appointee has to go. There's a standard for serving on our city boards, and he's fallen well low of that standard. What he said was really disgusting, so he should go. I suspect that he'll probably resign.
Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan is calling for an end to hate and violence, but did say this is a council appointment and a council decision. Council President Kevin Carrico did say on X today that he will be filing legislation to remove Thomas from his position and says this hateful rhetoric has no place in Jacksonville. And we've reached out to the council president to see when he plans on filing this legislation. Heather.